Think with the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep.
Until morning. Ewing.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's going to try to get one more shot off the half court. The ball's there. How about that? That steps over Teron Lowe. He thought about three. He'll put up that three.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Boom Broadcasting presents 3 from Deep. I'm your host, Jason Colenso. Welcome to the show. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Guys, I had to get that out of the way real quick, man. I appreciate you joining me here today on Wednesday. Thank you very much for joining Jason over here on 3 from Deep. Man, the playoffs are turning out to be some crazy, exciting games, guys. And I had to get the New York song out of the way because I am feeling it right now. We'll talk about that here in a second. But first, jump on Boom Broadcasting, like and subscribe. Guys, if you haven't jumped on Boom Broadcasting, got on the bandwagon yet, please do so. We have some great content providers. We've been having a lot of great shows here lately with the wrestling going on. We have basketball. We got the NFL offseason is heating up. And we got all kinds of great content going on, man. So please like and subscribe. I would appreciate that. And I thank you all very much for all the love and support you've been showing me. But let's jump into it, man. The New York Knicks. I am over the moon excited, of course, because we went and stole game 1 from the Boston Celtics. Let's talk about that real quick, man. What a unbelievable game. Captain Clutch, my man Jalen Brunson. Again, my crack visual staff right here, MVP watch. I still think he should be in the MVP conversation. 29 points, 5 for 9 from 3. Had some clutch 3-pointers at the end of that game. Shout out OG Anunoby, 29 points. Had some phenomenal plays in that game too. And man, Mikal Bridges, his defense, stealing the ball at the end. He had 3 steals in the game, but phenomenal plays. The Knicks were down 20 points in the third quarter. And then all of a sudden, the Boston Celtics went ice cold shooting. And they had probably one of their worst shooting games of the year. And, you know, you can't afford to have a bad shooting game in the playoffs, especially against a very good New York Knicks team, man. So it was awesome to go in there and silence the Garden, or excuse me, silence Boston. The Garden was rocking. They were showing the game on the big screen there, man. I think they sold it out just to have the party and people watching it. So, and a huge, huge win for the confidence of the New York Knicks to go 0-4 during the regular season against the Boston Celtics, to come around, to be down, to chip away and come back and win that game. Phenomenal win, but that's only one, guys. You need 4. That's only one, and I'll take that one for now. So at least we're not getting swept. I was a little nervous about that. So, but Boston Celtics, again, one of their worst shooting performances. They shot themselves into a loss on Monday night. It was almost hard to watch. They could not really do anything from inside, outside, the 3-point line. Knicks shot 45% from 3, but Boston, 35% field goal percentage, 25% from 3. Shot up 60 balls from 3 Only made 15. This is why teams being in love with the three-point shot just drive me bananas. The Steph Curry effect. This is it in full effect, guys, right now. That these teams just, instead of playing basketball, getting the ball inside, getting in the paint, body somebody up, make 2 and 1, do 3, the three-point shot the old school way, put the other team in foul trouble. No, you're just going to sit here and chuck cold. It just makes you even more cold, ice cold. And the Boston Celtics were frigid from the three-point line. But what does this mean moving forward? What it means for the Knicks is now we have confidence. We know we can beat the Boston Celtics, but we know the Boston Celtics are not going to shoot that bad again. Tatum 23, 16, and 6. Brown 23. Porzingis a goose egg. White, I believe, had 19. So Boston's going to come back. Joe Mazzulla ain't no joke. He is a damn good coach. And he's going to have that squad ready tonight. Excuse me. So game tonight, game 2, 7 p.m., Knicks Celtics. So New York Knicks, if you want to beat the Boston Celtics, you kind of need to do the same thing, except not go down 20. That's not going to happen every night. You're not going to come back from a 20-point deficit. The Boston Celtics are not going to shoot 25% from 3 and 35% from the field. So what do? You go down, you body them up, you play defense, you steal. That's what was more impressive about this victory is the defense, active hands, some steals, being clutch when you needed to be clutch in an enemy's territory. It was a fantastic win. The only person I'm going to call out is Karl-Anthony Towns. 14 and 13, not bad, but man, only 14 points. Come on. Karl-Anthony Towns, you were traded to come here and be the second dude. Jalen Brunson, the general on the floor, facilitating, scoring. You got to drop 30, man. We're going to need you to have one of those just massive games where you're just pushing people around. You're using your size. You're using your strength, your shot-making abilities. I need to see more Karl-Anthony Towns. But, man, great job for the New York Knicks. Great win. Let's continue this. Let's punch the Celtics in the mouth again. And we can do it. Boston, what are you going to do? Returning champions. Or defending champions. Defending champions. You just got punched in the mouth from New York. You couldn't shoot anything. What adjustments are you going to make? What adjustments are Mazzulla going to make for that team? Who else is going to step up? I know we got Tatum. I know we got Brown. But where's White? Where's Pritchard? Where's Porzingis? They need somebody else to kind of, when they start the bleeding a little bit, you kind of need that third guy to step in and kind of help you out. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond and how they rebound in this game tonight. But Knicks, do not be satisfied with one victory. Go in there and make sure you show Boston that you're not going to back down, that you're not going to be an easy out, and this is going to be a series. So, congratulations, New York Knicks. Great victory. I'm going to rep this flag as much as I can, guys. So, thank you for bearing with my excitement here, but it was a hell of a victory for the New York Knicks. So, but a concerning loss for the Boston Celtics. Every once in a while, they have one of these stinker games. So this is a stinker game. They're not going to probably have another one. So it's going to take all of New York in that squad to make this a series. So now let's jump in. We had another game 1 on Monday night. OKC, we have a problem. Denver Nuggets are not a joke. Even though they have a joker on that team, they ain't kidding around. Nikola Jokić, 42, 22, and 6. Guys, these are the kind of games during the playoffs, and I'll jump right in and talk about this right now. This is the kind of game in the playoffs where I still feel they should vote for the MVP at the end of the playoffs. Because you got SGA, who's probably going to win the MVP for the regular season. But then Nikola Jokić comes in your building, drops 42 and 22, and an unbelievable victory and a buzzer beater. It was close to a buzzer beater. There's a few seconds left, but you might as well say the end of the game shot. We'll talk about that here in a second. But you let Nikola Jokić come in there and run you out of the building. Nikola Jokić is the best basketball player on the planet. SGA is probably going to win the MVP. You know, they had the number one league or team in the league this year. They had the most victories. To me, that does not make it MVP. What Nikola Jokić did, willing his team to victory in a hostile environment against the number one team in the league, epic. Jamal Murray pitched in with 21, Westbrook with 18, really revitalizing his career. I'm very impressed with the way Russell Westbrook has been playing in these playoffs. He is giving that team some heart and some soul. And man, Brody comes with it every game. So Westbrook, you are impressing me a lot in these playoffs here. And then Aaron Gordon. Congratulations, man. What an epic game for you. He's a great player, guys. He just gets overshadowed because you're playing with Nikola Jokić. But Aaron Gordon, 22 and 14, but nothing bigger than that 3 ball at the end of the game. And those are the shots that people remember. You know, the Robert Horry syndrome, where Big Shot Bob would make these shots and at the end of games and win games. And it made him essentially a legend. Aaron Gordon, 3 big points at the end of the game, man, but 22-14. SGA, you did not have a bad game, 33 and 8. Alex Caruso, 20 points, but where was the rest of the team? Jalen Williams, only 16 points. He's going to take more than that. Chet Holmgren, only 12 points and 6 rebounds. Dude, you're 8 feet tall. What are you doing only getting 6 rebounds? But missing those 2 free throws at the end of the game was heartbreaking for that OKC team, because now this game is going to live in your head. I know guys talk about, it's only one game. We still have, 6 more to go. Put it behind us. Let's go. We'll move forward. But it's always going to be there. Especially the way they lost. So now they're going to start worrying. Now they're going to start creeping back into last year. Last year's Western Conference semifinals. Went 6 games. They got the doors beat off of them by the Dallas Mavericks and a hot Luka Doncic. Now, Luka Doncic was averaging about 20, almost 25 points, almost 11 rebounds, and almost 9 assists in the playoffs last year. So you ran up against a hot player. Right now, Joker in these playoffs, 26.3 points, almost 13 rebounds, and almost 10 assists. So again, super close to averaging a triple-double, which he did this past year. So here we go again. OKC, you're running into one of the best players on the planet. Now you have ghosts in your mind of last year, like, damn. All right, if we lose another bad game, if we start slipping, if we start losing leads again, start playing bad, these guys start catching fire. You got to remember, man, Nikola Jokić, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, these guys have won a chip and recently. This is not like, oh, we won 10 years ago. This is recently. So, OKC, you're in trouble. Game 2 tonight, 9:30. We better see a bounce back from SGA and that team, and especially his ensemble, because we know SGA is going to get his. He's a phenomenal basket player. He's in top 5 right now. To me, Joker's number 1. You could start muddling up 2 through 5 because you got Giannis, you got SGA, you got Luka, LeBron's in there somewhere, and then you got some other guys. Again, my boy Jalen Brunson playing out of his mind, Jason Tatum. So you got a lot of other guys. If you have a favorite or something, you can pick and put in there in the top 5s. But to me, number 1, Nikola Jokić, and if he's going to continue to play like he's playing MVP basketball, willing his team, because essentially he's coaching his team right now. You got to remember, they have an interim coach after they fired Malone. So Nikola Jokić is on the sideline. I've never seen him this animated on the sideline, talking to his team, getting everybody hyped up, getting them to go, let's go. So, guys, if Nikola Jokić is going to continue to do that and will this team and drop 40 on you, and his role players show up, a Westbrook, a Gordon, a Murray, Brown, pitching in too, man, he's an unbelievable player. SGA, the only help he had was from Caruso, 20 points. Other than that, nobody else really showed up. So I'm hoping this is just a one-game stinker for Oklahoma City, because I want to see a good series. I'd like to see all these series go to Game 7. But that was a hell of a game. That was an amazing shot, an amazing sequence at the end of that Nuggets game. I still have Denver winning this series. I still think Nikola Jokić is the best basketball player on the planet. I still think Nikola Jokić needs to be the MVP. If he continues to drop numbers like this in this series, this is why, NBA, this is why you need to do the MVP voting at the end of the playoffs. Yes, I know you get a finals MVP and all that other stuff, but man, this shows me something. I saw an MVP on the floor on Monday night, and he was the Joker. Guys, let's get into that Cleveland game. Holy cow. On Sunday, we had the Indianapolis 500 with the Indiana Pacers running the Cleveland Cavaliers up and down the floor with a great victory. Cleveland down 3 guys, not just regular guys, down 3 important people. Down Garland, down Mobley, down DeAndre Hunter. So they were losing right out the gate. But man, D. Mitch came in, Donovan Mitchell comes in, and just that team showed up for the 3 quarters. The Cleveland Cavaliers looked great for 3 quarters, down 3 guys. They withstood Indiana's push. They kind of slowed the game down a little bit. They made it hard for Indiana. It got to be a little bit of a physical game. But for some reason, Cleveland forgot that there's 4 quarters in a game, not just 3. So in the 4th quarter, I believe it was 14. They were down 14 in the 4th quarter. All of a sudden, Pacers just turned on the afterburners. They changed the tires. They had a little pit stop. Maybe got a little water. Threw some gas in the tank, and then off they went. D. Mitch, 48 points. Great game. But in a loss, 121-19. And then here we go. End of the game. The things that unfolded with Halliburton getting fouled, missing the free throw, and then the follow through. That first follow through they got with the dunk that they reviewed, that counted, that cut the lead, and then Halliburton off the miss free throw gets an offensive rebound. Guys, Cleveland, you got to get the rebound at the end of the game. You cannot, when the game is that close, you can't you got to do everything you can to stop it. And Tyrese Halliburton, voted the most overrated player by his peers, has done nothing but outshine everybody in these playoffs and make everybody look stupid for voting him. So the dagger 3 at the end of the game, I've never seen a stadium go so quiet so quickly when that ball went through the basket. Amazing victory for the Indiana Pacers to come in there and take 2 on Cleveland's home court. The number 1 team in the East, wire to wire. Multiple 15-game winning streaks this year. I know they were down 3 guys, but you're up 20 points in this game at one point. Up 20. Up 14 in the fourth. And you let it go. Guys, no lead is safe in the NBA. Boston drops a 20-point lead to New York. 20-point lead here. Just goes to show that running up the score in the playoffs is what you got to do to solidify a victory. Cleveland, what do you do now? You were down your 3 guys. We'll see some reports here who will be ready for game 3. Garland, I still don't know with that toe. You may see Mobley and Hunter game 3, but this is all hands on deck right now, man. Your backs are against the wall. You just got ran over in your own building by a hell of a basketball team who has the confidence of King Kong right now on their shoulders, knowing that they just went into your building, whooped you up the first game, and then came back and beat you the second game. Wow. But man, what a bunch of playoff games we have had so far in these. Oh, guys, I am so excited. I mean, again, being excited my Knicks won, coming back. The Denver last second shot. Indiana last second shot. Phenomenal. And we got 2 great games tonight. We'll see how that goes. Thursday, game 2 with the Warriors and the T-Wolves. I do apologize. I did not stay up late last night to watch game 1. So we will touch base on game 1 and game 2 of that Warriors T-Wolves series on Saturday's show, which to me is going to be a phenomenal series also. But Friday night, you got Cavs Pacers game 3, Thunder's Nuggets game 3. So we got 2 games tonight. 2 games on Friday. Game on Thursday. That second game. We'll cuddle puddle all of them together and have a huge show for Saturday. But man, guys, and these were only game 1s and game 2 from Cleveland. Look how exciting these were already. Man, what a great time to be a basketball fan, isn't it? But drop me some comments, guys. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you thought of some of these games, because a lot of us are still, I'm still in shock that Indiana came back in that game. I'm still in shock that my Knicks came back. Still in shock that Denver went into Oklahoma and took out the Thunder. So I want to know, drop me some comments, drop me a line. Again, when you do that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate that. Want to jump in here too real quick, guys. They did give out another award on Monday. Looks like Kenny Atkinson was voted Coach of the Year. I have some thoughts about this, but I want to shout out my man, Michael Davis. I'll have a link in here. Fans First Sports Network, he wrote an article that to me is brilliant and is 100% correct. JB Bickerstaff should have been Coach of the Year. Period. Coach of the Detroit Pistons. Took a last place, just horrible Detroit Pistons team and took them and made them a winner and took them to the playoffs this year and made it exciting to watch Detroit basketball again. Now, if you guys remember, Bickerstaff was the Cleveland Cavaliers coach last year. Yes, they got beat. They were number 1 seed last year, too. Did not perform well in the playoffs. They fired him, which I thought was a bad move. He had a phenomenal year. I don't this whole thing about the NBA regurgitating coaches. We talked about this on Monday, guys. If you didn't watch Monday's Out of Pocket episode with myself, my man, my president, Michael Davis, and with Podcast Schmitty, we talked about this. But the NBA has to stop regurgitating coaches. If you have a winning coach in your building who gets your team to the playoffs and is consistent, you got to stop firing, because then you're just, I don't know. I don't know what the NBA does, and it's a copycat league, so a lot of teams are doing this. We kind of made fun of Utah for giving their coach, who was the worst team in the NBA last year, giving him an extension, but I understand why Utah did it, because they're not copying the rest of the league. They see value in their coach. Yes, the team had a bad year, but they see potential, and they see where stability at the coaching position can help. But JB Bickerstaff, fired last year from Cleveland. In comes Kenny Atkinson, takes Cleveland. Hey, he got him 60-plus wins. So he got him some more wins. They had some better percentages. You can get into the analytics of all this crap and go, oh, Kenny Atkinson had a better season than Bickerstaff did. But that was Bickerstaff's team. And then you plop him in there. It's like Barry Switzer when he took over the Cowboys. And it was Jimmy Johnson's team the year before. And then Barry Switzer wins the Super Bowl. And he gets credit for it, even though technically I think Jimmy Johnson should have got credit for it. Same thing. But guys, go check out my man Michael Davis's article. Phenomenally written. He lays it all out there. There's no way Kenny Atkinson should have won Coach of the Year. He's a great coach. Don't get me wrong. I think he did a great job in Cleveland. He's got them, again, number 1 seed, over 60 wins. But he just got whooped up in the first 2 games in the semifinals. And if he goes out early too, kind of like Bickerstaff did last year, what are you going to do? Fire him? I don't understand. I don't understand why these teams do these things. But I don't understand where the voting wasn't coming from, because J.B. Bickerstaff resurrected Cade Cunningham's career, took the Detroit Pistons out of the basement, made it fun to watch Detroit basketball again. He did this in less than a year. He should get credit for that. Not somebody riding the back of what he built. But guys, check out that article. Let me know what you think. Do you think Kenny Atkinson should have been Coach of the Year? Do you think Bickerstaff? Do you think somebody else should have been Coach of the Year? Maybe my man Tibbs. But guys, I appreciate you joining me here, man. These playoffs have been phenomenal so far. We got more games to go. This is so exciting. I appreciate you joining me here. I'm Jason Colenso. This is 3 from Deep. Like and subscribe. Jump on Boom Broadcasting. And guys, I will see you on Saturday. Hopefully, I'll do some more singing from you. Please. I mean, if you don't like the singing, just turn the volume down a little bit. But go Knicks. Thank you all for joining me. Peace.